So the book that we're launching is called What They Don't Teach You in School Until Now. The whole point of this project for me is to be able to provide the children of today with what I was trying to figure out when I was at school. Questions like how do you deal with failure, or how to manage your own anger.
This book is different to any other way I feel they've been taught about emotions. It's like a light bulb goes off in their heads a lot of times and they think, yes, this relates to me.
It's not like other subjects in PSHE, there's no right or wrong, you're just free to blow out everything that's in your mind there.
It allows the children to talk about their feelings, and I think even adults and children, that's what we need to do.
Before the book, I didn't know how to do anything, how to deal with situations.
A lot of the skills in that book, adults don't have. You could have this knowledge from being 10. That's the reason why this book could be a game changer and why PSHE is so important in general.
Welcome. Today we are focusing on chapter 4 of the book. For the last 3 years, I've worked at this school, Essendine Primary School, where I've been teaching social and emotional lessons through the PSHE curriculum. And so I've listened to the children, listened to the teachers, and together we've kind of collaborated to produce this book.
The teachers are fully bought into the scheme, the children are fully bought up into the scheme. So it's one message across the whole school and everyone's bought into it.
And just read the story on pages 45 and 46. And the book is broken down into 6 different chapters. At the start of each chapter, there is a story which contextualizes each of these skills. I'm going to give you a couple of minutes.
It's very straightforward, to the point, and the characters are very relatable. It's like something you'd experience in real life.
Well done, guys. Give you another minute or so.
It's not abstract, it's very much in the here and now, and it's really about their lives. And
I can really relate to Rory and Eloise, their stories.
No matter what walk of life you come from, it doesn't matter whether you're rich, poor, what ethnicity you are, that book will cover the challenges that you'll come across.
Okay, guys, close your books, please. Close your books. There's also key questions and real-life scenarios which the children can discuss and also answer. Questions? So what's Rory going to do when he goes to secondary school?
He was explaining that he's going to be the youngest, and boys, when they're older, they're going to start picking on him.
You see the children become almost a little bit entranced by what they're hearing and the scenarios, and then it creates a dialogue between the adults and the children. And I feel like that's the key strength of this book.
Right, he would fake being sick, so he would skive from school. Why is that not a good thing to do? Why is that not a good thing to do? Jasmine?
You can't always hide away from a problem or an issue. You always have to solve it, otherwise you're just going to live with it and you're just going to get it's just going to build up.
Fantastic. Failure is going to happen to us all. Life is never going to be perfect, but it's actually the way in which we deal with what we see as challenges will then dictate how successful we are going forward. Read the word in red, so failure. How does it make you feel? Could you write down the emotions on your whiteboard, please? Off you go.
With this book, obviously with the slideshows that we've got as well and the lessons and the materials, the teachers are very confident in delivering it.
Okay, 10 more seconds.
I think it's very accessible.
Okay, in 3, in 2, in 1, let me see your whiteboards, please. I want to see everyone's whiteboards. We've got miserable, we've got disappointed, we've got depression. What happens if we just hide from failure?
You never learn from your mistakes if you hide from failure.
Every time I finish one of these lessons, I ask the children, have you enjoyed the lesson? I'm yet to find a child who has not enjoyed doing the PSHE lessons.
How do you deal with that situation? Talk to the person next to you. How would you deal with it?
When you learn from your mistake, you get better. But if you just ignore it completely, you just hide away, you learn nothing, you just go behind.
First thing you want to do is you want to take a deep breath and make sure that emotions aren't a problem
of your learning, and you try your best to get out of this pit of failure, and you just keep on going up, and even if you fail, you learn from it and then you try again.
Fantastic. At the end of each lesson, there's an opportunity for the children to journal, so it gives them the chance to reflect. Last thing I'd like you to do, now we've got journaling here, just write down a few thoughts about this lesson.
In the book, you could just express yourself. It's not like other books where you just read it. You could also like write your thoughts down, and like you could like take out all your worries.
That we know that's something that helps, and we know adults use them as well. I use a journal myself every day.
Nice and neat, please, guys. Nice and neat.
It's like a book where I can put my open thoughts in it, and it's like private, like only I can read it, and whether I choose to share it, I can share it.
You can write what you've learned so far in the book. It's like a lesson in a book. It's tested you if you've been listening.
They can reflect on maybe difficult things that may have cropped up, or even small successes, and they can then decide how to progress.
Very good, guys. Well done. Absolutely amazing today. But where our book is different is that it really unpicks what it takes to be a resilient person. If we can build resilience in children, then their grades and their focus improves.
I've learned how to calm down, take a breather and think about what I'm going to do. So I've learned how to control my actions.
It helps them to develop their relationships with their peers. It helps them to deal with any problems that might arise in or out of the classroom.
And now I know how to like manage my emotions, like have awareness of my surroundings, think about my, like what I'm actually thinking, and like try to like let my mind be clear and like just smile more. Yeah.
Peer pressure shouldn't be an issue if you can follow the steps of that book. You understand your own values. If you know what's right, you do what's right.
Ultimately, it's making sure children realise that actually when they go out into the world, that life is tricky, life is hard. So it's trying to give children like honest advice, honest answers about the challenges that they're going to face going forward.
Yeah, I would recommend it. I would recommend it to a lot of people.